Welcome back to GamecocksOnline.com. I'm joined by head volleyball coach Tom Mendoza after the Gamecocks finish week 2 of the season with a 3-1 win over UCF to wrap up the Palmetto Showdown. And coach, this was much more of a grindy kind of SEC-style match tonight in a rematch with the Knights. What was your impression coming away with it?
Well, we know UCF is a good team, and knowing their staff and it's a well-coached team, they didn't feel like they played as well as they could have last night. Part of that was we kept up the service pressure and did never let them get comfortable. But we knew how good they are and how good they're capable of playing, and I think you saw that today. There was some high-level volleyball for a majority of the night. The team that was winning the serve pass battle was just putting their attackers in better situations, and that was reflected by the score. I thought for the first 2 sets that was us, and then our serve pass started getting a little bit shaky. Third match of the weekend, we were getting some tired legs, and maybe that was reflected in those passes that were 3 passes or really good passes before. We're now all of a sudden, only getting to 15 feet. So. But I love the resiliency and to battle a good team when they were certainly playing a lot better and kind of go back and forth like that was exciting. And exactly what we were expecting out of UCF and what we were hoping to get. It's also, like you mentioned, it's the SEC. This is what we're gonna see in conference, where we play a team twice, back-to-back days. And so that was the lesson for our team as well, is let's learn from the things that we did well yesterday, but let's also try to improve on some things. And I thought for large parts we did that.
It seemed like in the third set, obviously with UCF pushing it to a fourth, and then for a lot of the fourth even, it seemed like UCF was really starting to figure out the tendencies both offensively and defensively. What were you able to do as a staff to get the team kind of locked in and ready to be able to close out that fourth set and get the win?
Yeah, they were clicking. It got tough to start to slow down their pins for a while. They were hitting those deep corner shots, and those are hard to defend. And so credit them. And so we just had to match it. We had to match it on our side, keep siding out, and then hopefully we'd get enough out of system opportunities where we could score some points on serve. And that's kind of how it played out. We gave up a couple runs in both the third and the fourth set where we just weren't quite clean enough with our possessions. It burnt us in the third set, and we were able to recover from it in the fourth set, and that was really the only difference.
Take me to the second set now. Riley Whiteside's, facing a really tough physical UCF block. She seemed to kind of have a game that we can just kind of associate with her now, with the Riley Whiteside's kind of game where she's just swinging away, swinging hard, finding hands. 8 kills in the second set to help the team get that win, more than half of their total. What was she able to do to just kind of persevere tonight offensively?
Well, I think that's the good thing about seeing those good blocks in practice and seeing those good blocks from the first weekend is it's nothing surprising. And she's gradually made those adjustments, and even there was a swing, one of her first couple swings was low and straight ahead, and she got blocked, and then after that she was really making the adjustments of swinging high and aggressively through the seams. But yeah, she's both an elite athlete and just a really fiery competitor who wants to win and wants to make those changes and wants to do whatever she can to help her team. So we're incredibly thankful that she's on our side and that we get to I enjoy coaching her and watching her play, and thankfully we have quite a few players like that, and that's I think what's made this group so special is the collective volleyball IQ, the collective competitiveness, and then really good volleyball players.
2 weekends in now, going on the road finally to Kennesaw State this week coming up. What do you hope to see out of your team both in this week of practice to prepare and also getting your first couple road tests in under belt?
Yeah, that second part is something we're going to have to address. Not playing at the CVC, just getting away from home and playing in a different environment. I think we've got enough players that have been there that can lead the group in the ways that we need them to. As far as the schedule, I actually think getting through the first 2 weeks was a block and an objective for us. Playing 6 matches in 8 days is a challenge physically. We tried to prepare them for it. I think they handled it pretty well. Now things are going to slow down a little bit. Only 2 matches each of the next 2 weekends, and then that leads into SEC play. So there's going to be a little bit of a positive rhythm, is kind of slowing down from the non-conference that hopefully will benefit our group we can get our legs a little bit more and not have to play multiple matches in a day or 3 in 2 days, that sort of thing. So we'll try to take the positive things and use them in our advantage, and then take the things that, like playing away from home, and address it and find ways to neutralize it. Because 2 more good teams next week, and we're going to have to be ready for them.